Hello and welcome back to another reaction slash commentary slash review video, wherein today we are going to be watching a sports movie, and more specifically a hockey movie. This particular one is called Miracle, and I do happen to know what it is about. It's the 1980 US Olympic hockey team and how they beat the Soviet team. That's not really a spoiler because that is literally the premise of the movie. It was in every advertisement. It's baked into the entire thing. You can't go into it not knowing. And also, I know some sports history. It was a big thing. I heard about it. So it's not exactly a surprise. But any good sports movie, I think, can still be exciting and interesting and a good movie, even though you know how things are going to turn out. So, with that in mind, let's check out Miracle. I've had a few comments asking for this one, you know, and we haven't done a sports movie in a while, so I think this is a good choice.
This is not an invasion of Cambodia.
This is definitely not my subtle way of asking the universe for my own sports miracle this year. And if it is, so what anyway?
Well, I'm not a crook. I shall resign the presidency effective at noon tomorrow.
Not touching it.
This modern marvel might one day impact our daily lives.
It just might.
The last round trip to the moon that Americans made.
So we're just plowing right through the 70s here, eh?
Ordinary TV into a magic box of video games. Fun.
Magic box of video games. That'll never take off.
The country are shedding their clothes.
Oh, Coneheads! That's a movie I wish I could do for the channel, but I've seen it a billion times.
That area is in a state of crisis because of chemical leakage.
Boy, they are not making you feel real good about the 70s, are they?
It is a crisis of confidence.
Sounds like they really do need a miracle.
USA Hockey. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Hey, Walter.
Ah,
Wall's here. Well, just about anybody who's got a say in this thing.
I know this guy. I never remember his name.
The only way we can compete with the Eastern Bloc teams is if we're willing to change.
A lot of times, if you wanted to compete with the Eastern Bloc, you needed to change your body chemistry, if you know what I'm saying.
Conditioning, speed, creativity, most of all, team chemistry.
I mean, that all sounds really good. Why would anybody resist that?
You actually think you can take a bunch of kids that never played together and teach them a whole new style of play in the time we have?
Worth a shot. You're getting your asses kicked up to this point.
4 years ago, our Olympic team lost to the Czech B team. I think it was 15-1.
15 points in a hockey game?
It's a tough draw even if we don't play the Soviets. What the hell happens if we do?
Well, why don't we just cross that bridge when we come to it?
All-star teams fail because they rely solely on the individual's talent.
Yeah.
Beat the best team in the world.
Gold medalists in 64, 68, 72, 76.
Has to end sometime. All streaks do.
That's why I want to pursue it.
Any more questions?
I'm good. No.
What are you all gonna do about it? Nothing, I bet. Sit there, piss and moan and cry and complain. At least he wants to do something.
What'd they say?
I got the job.
All right.
2 weeks? They want you to start that soon? You know, we're supposed to take the kids to the Black Hills.
This is a big deal. You know, that's kind of what you sign up for when you go for something like this.
Is there a reason why Joey Mullen's not in?
About 30,000 of them.
You got a $30,000 signing bonus?
I feel so stupid for not being able to place the guy on the left.
A lot of guys from Minnesota and Boston.
Yeah, that's gonna work.
So all the best guys have gone pro. Well, the best guys, the individual talents, which isn't what he's here to cultivate.
Rest of your boys all here?
Might want to wait a day or so before you go over and say hi.
Oh, they were rivals. It's gonna bug me so bad, you guys.
This is the final roster? This is our first day here. We got a week of this.
Oh, he's chosen before the end of the thing.
What about the advisory staff? Aren't they supposed to have a say in this?
Technically, I guess I don't. I'm looking for the best players, Craig. I'm looking for the right ones.
He definitely got that Minnesota accent going on there.
Oj, Morrow, Ramsey, Janasek,
Are they calling cuts?
Craig, Cox.
Because they don't look happy.
And that's the roster for now.
No, okay, they're just very stoic. Okay. So that's the initial roster, but they're still got to cut 6 of them later before they actually go to the games.
I won't be your friend. If you need one of those, take it up with Doc or Coach Patrick here.
I see what kind of style he's got.
Got a little homework to do before you celebrate.
Good.
Herb, hold on a minute.
I I know him from Tommy Boy, I think, this guy.
I want to have a say in this process, and you've already picked the team.
Eek.
I know you got a job to do, and if I was in your shoes, I'd probably be saying the same thing.
But I'm not, so I'm not.
We'll help piece together a hockey team. All of us.
That's just not gonna happen.
This is the guy you picked, and he told you what he wanted to do.
Now, I know best what I need to compete, and the team I've chosen is it.
I mean, you did pick this guy.
Hell of a spot.
Well, they hired me to do a job. I'm trying to do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to back you on this. I sure as hell hope you know what you're doing.
I thought he was just gonna blame him.
Yeah, my test is done.
They gotta do like a questionnaire.
He's got 300 of these things.
Holy crap!
Can you even read, Silky?
I try.
A test to just see kind of what kind of personalities they have, or if it's like to test them to see if there's a right answer and a wrong answer.
Why'd you want to play college hockey?
Isn't it obvious for the girls?
Well, I wanted to win a national championship. That pansy over there cheap shots me.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Because I was just wondering what side you're on.
I'm on your side.
It really seems that way.
Way to kill the vibe, you baby.
I want to, I guess, so many penalty minutes, right? I get a little carried away sometimes.
I mean, you do kind of got to be a hothead to play hockey, but still. You also got to leave the past in the past and become a team player.
Move it, hit him, Johnson, he's open!
That's not what he wants.
Please, let's get rid of the puck early. All right, let's go!
Are you gonna try something? He is. Wow.
Let's go!
You all are supposed to be on the same team.
Let him go.
He's gonna let him. Okay. I guess get it out.
Want to settle old scores, you're on the wrong team.
Yeah, no kidding.
We start becoming a team right now.
Why don't we start with some introductions? You know, get to know each other a little bit.
Icebreakers, huh?
I'm Ralph Cox. I'm from wherever's not gonna get me hit.
I guess that's a safe answer, isn't it?
I'm wondering why you wouldn't take this test.
I just don't see what it has to do with stopping a puck.
Is he Tag from Friends? Okay, yes, that is who that is. Good night. Okay, I did get there eventually.
How's your family doing?
You're doing all right?
He's the one whose mom passed away recently, right?
He lost his job, and with Atlanta trying to sign me, my mom wanted this.
Well, that's not going to be good enough, unfortunately.
I'm here, aren't I?
There's nothing wrong with, saying, I need to be there for my dad, or I need to go pro for my family, whatever. Nothing wrong with it. But you can't be there, wasting everyone's time if you have no intention of giving it your all.
So much hate and fear. It just seems to me that there are some people who never get along.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Herb has a reason for everything he does. They hate him, they won't have time to hate each other.
There's some psychology behind that.
How much longer are you gonna be?
Like 6 months, honey. He's gonna be like 6 months.
Got team meetings after practice tomorrow.
Well, I can't be in two places at one time.
You'll figure it out.
Oh.
We already talked about this.
Oh, really? We never had this talk.
Oh, that does make it a bit stickier.
You're obviously mad about something.
What do you mean about something? It's obvious what she's mad about.
It's because you never even asked.
You're putting your family last.
Chasing after something you didn't get that you may never get. What if it doesn't work out, Herb, huh? Are we gonna do this every 4 years?
It's really hard to balance something that you're passionate about, that requires your attention, that is kind of time sensitive, without throwing the rest of your life off balance. It shouldn't be all his wife's responsibility to do all of the family everything while he's absorbed in this. Now, I mean, I think she should be supportive, but she can't do literally everything. That's not fair. Okay, so yeah, he was on the US team. It's kind of a white whale for him now also.
Ever since I stopped playing, I wanted to coach this team.
Right.
And this is the only way I know how to do it.
110%.
If you can be with me on this, because it won't mean anything if you're not.
Aww. It's a done deal now.
Blue line back, red line.
You make the best of it.
Get used to this drill, because the legs feed the wolf, gentlemen.
The what now?
I can't promise you we'll be the best team at Lake Placid, but we will be the best conditioned team.
That's important.
Be prepared to grow.
Fundamentals are fundamental.
Are you old enough?
Oh no.
Oh, not wall sits.
You guys got that? Anybody have any questions?
I would, but I'm not there, so.
What the hell is he talking about?
No clue.
Oh, okay, good. It's not just me.
20 of you are going to Lake Placid, 6 are going home.
Imagine being one of the 6.
Play for?
UMD Bulldogs.
You got so close. And you put in all that extra effort and work.
You 3. Run that again.
So I think he's starting to kind of see it.
A little, like the Conans.
What's that?
Dan Aykroyd, Jane Curtin.
They were big around that time.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. We just seem to always find each other at the other end of the ice and make things happen.
Bond.
Looks like we're taking Atlanta Coneheads to Europe.
Yeah.
What are you talking about to Europe?
You know why I had him take that test? Make sure I could push him this hard.
I don't really follow, but... Oh, they must be playing some kind of international friendly or something like that. Or it's qualifiers? I guess I don't actually know how this works for hockey. I follow the Olympics actually kind of closely. More than average, I'd say. But hockey isn't one of the sports I'm really into.
Wow, dynamite. Look over here, Phil. Section 2 of the...
Oh, you can't be watching the girls. Oh no, he's gonna kick your butt.
Love these blonde girls.
Oh, you all are dead.
Let's go. What for? We'll find out soon enough. Let's go back on the ice. Come on, boys.
He doesn't even know.
You guys don't want to work during the game? No problem. We'll work now.
Yeah, I thought so. They are so tired.
Gentlemen, you don't have enough talent to win on talent alone.
Wow.
The name on the front is a hell of a lot more important than the one on the back.
Oh, I like that actually. The name on the front's more important than the one on the back. It's hard to watch, but I do kind of get what he's coming from because he has to break them down so he can build them up as a cohesive unit.
Win, lose, or tie, you're gonna play like champions. Again.
I wonder if some will actually quit.
All the way to the line and all the way back. Not that difficult.
Probably kind of is. Their muscles are screaming.
Again.
It's like, this isn't just for show. He's really punishing them.
Drink manager. He wants to clean the ice and then go home.
Tell him to leave me the keys. I'll lock up.
He definitely has a way of getting his way, doesn't he?
You want to make this team, and you better start playing at a level.
They're gonna start puking.
Again.
Oh, with the lights off.
Send them.
This guy might quit.
You got a hot date in about an hour, but you're not looking too good for that right about now, are you?
Whoa! How long have they been at this? I want to trust the process, but I also don't want him to kill any of these kids.
Cannot be a team of common men, because common men go nowhere.
Whoa, he's got lines, though.
Come on, Craig, blow the whistle.
Michael Ruzioni!
Uh-huh.
Winthrop, Massachusetts!
Oh, I think he sparked something.
Who do you play for?
United States of America!
Yep.
That's all, gentlemen.
Oh my god. That's what it took. I don't know why that worked, why that was what he wanted, but my soft heart is glad it's over.
We're taxiing out to the run. We can't hit a moose.
Oh!
No, the moose is fine, but...
The moose is always fine.
The Soviets dominated the NHL's best 6-0.
Yikes.
Superb.
No.
Soviets go 6-0.
You're not there.
The best player at his position, and that includes, as we've just found out, the NHL.
So is this is the Soviet team, but they were playing against the NHL.
And everyone in this room knows what people are saying about our chances.
Well, yeah, how could they not be?
I also know there is a way to stay with this team.
Yeah, they're like, please tell me.
You don't defend them. You attack them.
Yeah.
Take their game and you shove it right back in their face.
Yes.
NHL won't change their game. We will.
Ha ha ha.
The rest of the world is afraid of them. Boys, we won't be.
Oh man. Ugh, that ice scraping sound.
Want to stretch things?
Yeah, they're starting to cut him. The music is getting more uplifting. He's smiling. He's moving. Things are coming together. We're starting to mesh.
What's going on? We're playing the Soviets 3 days before Lake Placid?
Yeah, how about that?
How about that?
Thanks for coming out. I wouldn't have missed it. I love you, Pop.
There's a whole story in this we never really got to see, isn't there?
Who the hell is that?
A what?
Timmy Har plays for the Gophers.
What the hell's he doing here?
No idea.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So listen, why don't you warm up, stretch out, jump on Johnson's line for today, okay?
Yeah, you can't just bring in a new guy after all this team building you've been doing. You gonna explain it to us, maybe? Because they didn't say what he's doing there. They just brought in this guy.
He's just messing with our minds.
Oh, you think so, Jack?
I kind of wondered that.
So a week before the games, Coach Riley calls him in his office and sends him home.
Oh.
1 week later, Herb's home on his couch with his old man watching his team win the gold medal.
Oh, that's what happened.
He'll do whatever it takes.
Would he do that to somebody else, though? I don't know about that.
There's talk Carter may boycott the Moscow games next summer.
So if we don't go there, they might not come here.
Don't worry, that's a future problem. The U.S. did, in fact, boycott the Moscow Summer Games in '80, and then, in turn, the USSR boycotted the '84 games in Los Angeles.
There are things you can control and things you can't.
Well, she's right. There's no point in borrowing trouble.
Still have everything you won here in Minnesota.
Don't tell me what I'll have. You don't know this enough to tell me then.
Okay,
I understand you being upset with me when I say you work too hard, but don't ever criticize me for caring about you.
You better start putting the puck in the net, Rizzo, or you're not going anywhere.
So it was Rizzo was the guy who was kind of on the bubble, wasn't he? Who's the one who said it worked really hard, but like he was finding hard to justify keeping him. Hockey moves too fast. I can't see where the puck is half the time. Did he cut someone for this new guy, or is it kind of a audition?
That's all I care about.
I feel like if you're trying so hard to build a team atmosphere, wouldn't it be really bad for the camaraderie and the morale to cut someone who they've bonded with and bring in someone they don't know at all?
Moves the puck. He's got great vision on the ice, stick, soft hands.
But that isn't what you said was important before.
Explain to me why I shouldn't be giving him a hell of a look.
Because we're a family.
That's kind of what you said you wanted, I thought.
Timmy Harris can help us, boys. And I'm going to send him home.
Okay, so he's sending back the new guy. There is still one of their group that's going to be cut.
Looks like you got yourself a team.
Almost.
Was it a test all along? I'm not convinced it wasn't.
Oh, you're going to like this one. What?
Again! All right, that's it.
Oh, now you want it to stop. That's appropriate.
Son giving.
You laugh now, boys, but he may actually use that on you.
We've always had a faith that the days of our children would be better than our own.
Well, you kind of have to have that faith. Otherwise, what's the point of living?
We've got to stop crying and start sweating.
Can't argue with that. You want things to change? You gotta make a change. Aww. Yeah, you're missing a lot of your family. I don't envy him trying to figure all that out.
Jock see it. Herb wants to see it.
Oh, and that's not good. Yeah, they know what it means. Still puts on a smile. This gotta suck so bad to be so close. It hurt less to be cut right at the start.
Thanks for giving me a shot, Coach.
Thanks for giving me your very best.
Put so much hard work into it to just do so much for so long and not really get where you wanted to be.
Saying they're going to prove how good they are by beating us over here on our own ice. They're all going to play.
Yay!
Get your guys to New York.
They've got a game to play.
So now this, I actually don't know how this goes. I assume they probably get beaten in this game. Wouldn't be much of a miracle if they'd already beat them once, right?
Before the Olympic Games in Lake Placid.
Do they normally sit right next to each other like that? I just hope this isn't, you know, a slaughter.
Finally, Team USA gets its stick on the puck.
Oh.
Moving in for the point, shoots, he scores.
I mean, Craig's good, but he can't block all of them. Oh, God.
Routing Team USA 10-3.
Oh. Oh, good. The press gauntlet.
You missed 3 or 4 games minimum.
Now that's the whole qualifying run.
Who got hurt? Oh.
I'm gonna go with you to the hospital, get a picture of your knee taken, and then.
He knows. He knows it's bad. You always know when it's bad. Yeah, you can tell just the way he's acting that it's bad. Now I'm curious as to which approach he's gonna have after the game here.
Thinking about sitting you down, Jim.
What?
Oh.
That's my net, man. You can't do that.
They just scored 10 goals, Jim. Right now, it's everybody's net.
Oh!
I'll take your test. Is that what you want?
No. I want to see that kid in the net who wouldn't take the test.
I don't get all the stuff that's happening sometimes.
See you then.
You sound tired. You should try and get some sleep.
I don't know if there's a whole lot of that going on.
Hey, Patty.
Yeah.
I miss you, too.
I'm glad to see that he is giving them some more of his time, even if it's not maybe still ideal.
Herb, it'll be fine. I can fight through it.
Are we sure about that? I know back then they were a little more loosey-goosey on the injury thing.
There is no way he can play before the medal round.
You lose one more skater, you're gonna have a tough time putting a decent hockey team on the ice.
Okay, I was planning on losing some more guys, but now I'll not do that.
They're all looking at me to do what's best for this team, which is why I'm hanging on to you.
I thought so.
Don't even think about asking me to play until I
won't.
tell you. Because if you do, Jack, I'll stick your ass on an airplane and you're headed back to Boston.
Okay. Oh, look at his face. Ah. But he was willing to accept a no. You know, that... He was willing to accept the no, which shows that he has become a team player. Oh, I love that music switch up. Like, we're going from happy and hopeful to, you know what? Let's get ready for that battle. And this is his dream, you know, coming true at the same time, too. Woo! Look at that! Nice!
Michael Ruzzioni, recently named team captain by Coach Herb Brooks for his...
That's clearly actually Al Michaels. But is this like a re-recording with current Al Michaels, or is this Al Michaels' original commentary?
If he plays on it and he hurt it any worse.
Well, no, but it will be very painful for him.
Well...
Who we playing, Rammer?
Sweden.
You're damn right, Sweden!
Whoa!
Doc told me I can't
Yeah,
play.
yeah, I know. You got a bad bruise. Put your street clothes on, because I got no time for quitters.
That's not quitting. He's following instructions from the freaking doctor, man.
I'll play on one leg!
That'll get him going.
Get up!
Oh, yeah.
So he basically acts like an asshole, so they're mad at him, but that he wants them to use that anger and channel it into the game.
McCann after the loose puck. He's hit hard by...
What's a slot? So
Passes across to Allberg. Wrist shot.
Nice.
Shot. Stopped by Craig. Rebound picked up by Schneider.
I say, as even though I know they're going to win this game.
Brooks is pulling goalie Jim Craig for an extra skater to try to tie it up.
So risky.
Pass across to Baker. He scores.
Beautiful.
Jim McKay, and we're back again live in Lake Placid, New York.
I love this song.
Beating Czechoslovakia, the second best team in the world, 7-3.
Wow.
Think of what they've had to write about the last couple of months. Hostages, Afghanistan.
He really hasn't been paying attention to any of it.
And this is something that this country is ready for.
I get not wanting it to be a huge circus and overwhelm the boys, but he's very right. They're making it very clear times were kind of tough, and
Breakaway. He shoots, he scores!
the news was very bleak. And anything good, people are just gonna latch on to.
Craig's been great between the pipes. Any chance we can talk to him?
This isn't an individual effort.
So no, sit down.
Antal centers it. Shot. Glove save by Jim Craig.
He is on fire, though, isn't he?
Still no chance we can talk with any of our players?
That's correct.
Respond to those who feel that you're just doing this to keep the spotlight on yourself.
Does he look like a spotlight seeker? He's only talking to you because he has to.
Lines up. He
Hell of a shot.
Sumner to put the U.S. up 4-2 with 15.
God, I bet this was really exciting.
Herb is preparing for tomorrow's game.
Whew. Aw, he's out with his family.
There was no whipped cream.
Lawsuit.
Got a telegram from a lady in Texas. Beat those commie bastards.
No pressure.
Because this is more than a hockey game to a lot of people.
She's right.
Kalov, Bratman, Petrov. We don't match up, Betty.
Well, do it anyway. Every game is a game. Every day is a new day. You don't know what's gonna happen.
The important thing is, you got this far.
Wow.
Those 20 boys know in 20 years they didn't leave anything on the table.
Exactly. No matter how it ends up.
That's the important thing.
See, he doesn't believe they can do it. She doesn't believe they can do it. It's all about the journey and the experience. I'm a little unclear about the situation though with the medals. Cuz they're playing the USSR, but this is not the final game. I thought I knew how this played out, but now I'm second guessing myself. So like whoever wins this has to go against the winner of the other game?
We can come in and wish the boys luck.
You know, Herb, not a good time right now.
You all did nothing anyway.
Herb doesn't want any distractions.
Just wanted to wish him luck.
Well, would it or would it not be a distraction? Go sit down, eat your peanuts.
You ready to go?
You serious? Am I playing?
Oh, he's beyond ready. The silence is very eerie. Well, it's not completely silent. I mean, there's the torch and the tape, I hear, but just like the no talking is very eerie. I hope that this guy, I hope he has a huge, huge moment in this game. What a feeling that must be, just with so many people's hopes and just their faith and everything, and just it's their positive outlook just all weighing on you. The pressure must have been unreal. All right, let's go.
Great moments are born from great opportunity.
All right, this is gonna be a good one. Let me have it.
One game. If we played them 10 times, they might win 9.
But it only takes one.
Tonight, we shut them down because we can.
One time.
Tonight, we are the greatest hockey team in the world.
Hey, if history's any indication, for a long time after that.
You were meant to be here tonight. This is your time.
Yes.
I'm sick and tired of hearing about what a great hockey team the Soviets have.
Yes.
Screw them. This is your time.
Go take it.
Now go out there and take it.
Same wavelength. That was a good one. That was a good speech. Yes. Let's go. Oh, I love it. Oh, all the telegrams, all the letters from people encouraging them. Oh, yes. USA! USA!
Face value of a top ticket for tonight's game, $67.20.
Well, you know what we have to do when we hear a currency? We have to convert that. $257.30. Yeah, that's pricey.
Do not know the difference between a blue line and a closed line. It's irrelevant.
That looked vintage.
15 years. In the crowd.
Aww.
The U.S. team, very young. Average age, 21 years old.
21.
The Soviets, some of them have been playing together for the last 15 years.
Yeah, that's huge.
1, 2, 3, USA!
You got this. Yeah, I feel like I must have known that it wasn't the gold medal game, but I guess I just kind of forgot.
Powering past Ramsey, a centering pass to Varlamov. He shoots, saved by...
Nice, nice.
Big hit of McClanahan by the Soviet captain.
Whoa!
Across the Petrov. Again, Craig is equal to the task.
Man, he is solid.
He fires it along the boards. Picked up behind the net by Buzz Schneider.
Oh, come on!
To the point. Slap shot. Deflected in.
No call on that.
Jim Craig. Makarov with the puck now. Craig gets his stick on it.
Man, he's a wall.
And he's checked hard into the boards by Krutov. Johnson.
This is gonna be bloody.
Flying up the board.
You got time, you got time.
The boards ahead.
Oh!
Krutov with the puck now. Moving up.
Oh, crap.
And to Schneider.
Yeah.
To the defense. Right in front. And another huge save.
Wow.
Around Billy Leftonov as he moves up the ice. Another great move.
Oh, beautiful.
Once this team gets rolling, it's almost impossible to stop.
44 gets...
Well, I guess we need to stop them from rolling, don't we?
The U.S. team knows that all too well after what happened with these two teams.
That's a different day.
Quick pass to Varlamov. Stopped by Craig. Petrov trying for the rebound.
Oh, my God. He's just right there.
In the period, only a goal down. A tremendous achievement.
Everybody's going to be happy with just good enough. That's not what they want, though.
But Johnson is there. And scores!
They're not happy with good enough.
Period apparently has come to an end. The United States has tied the game.
Yeah, they did.
Tikhonov very upset, questioning the goal.
Too bad. So sad. Cry about it.
Tikhonov, like his team, not normally prone to showing much emotion.
Except when stuff doesn't go his way.
Jeremy Mishkin becomes the new goalie after Tretiak had given up 2 goals in the first period.
If you don't have it, you don't have it.
Boys, you just put the best goaltender in the world on the bench.
Yeah, he did. When they have to adjust for you, you're doing something right.
The Conehead line out from the United States. Jim.
The Conehead line, I still love that.
Shoots, stops, the rebound. Maltsev scores.
What?
Knocked down on the play by Varlamov, allowing Maltsev an easy goal.
Well, yeah, of course it's an easy goal when you frickin' take out the goalie.
You need Doc?
No, I'm good. Just give me a second.
All right, we'll see.
Listen to him.
Yeah.
That's what you've done.
Savor that.
Come from behind in every game in this tournament so far, and we can do it again.
You have to believe it, though.
What are you playing for? USA! Let's go!
I think he really believes it now.
It's been 20 years since a U.S. team has defeated the Soviets.
20 years. Don't let him intimidate you. That's dead silence, right back into full audio again. Beautiful.
And he goes down.
Come on!
And we've got a penalty coming up.
Oh my God, we're actually calling it this time.
Loose puck. Picked up by Johnson. He scores!
Nice.
Ties the game at
3. He looks mad.
Very talented. And now they're beginning to believe.
That's so much of it.
He shoots. He scores!
Yes, I was waiting for him to have his moment.
Anyone who was at Madison Square Garden 2 weeks ago has got to be shot.
One game, one day. Yay!
Mike Eruzione out of Boston University, the captain of this U.S. team.
I love how he was on the bubble for so long, and not only did he just get to have a goal scored and have a big moment, but they made him the captain.
Boys, here we go!
10 minutes left to play.
10 minutes.
Krutov with the puck right in front. And another huge save.
Jimmy's got to be like a Looney Tunes character stepping on an electric wire, like...
Varlamov back to Kasatonov at the point. He shoots.
I love how exciting it still is.
To Petrov right in front. Shot. Sliding save by Craig.
Ooh.
Slap shot. Knocked away.
At this point, you gotta be wondering if the Soviet team's hearts are just sinking into their stomachs right now.
The Soviets clear with 3:50 to play in the game.
The fear has gotta be setting in about now. And they're not used to feeling fear.
That's stopped by Craig.
If this kid doesn't end up in the NHL, I don't know what they're smoking.
Golikov moving it up to center ice. Leaves it for McCarr.
It's moving so fast I can't keep track.
McClanahan scrapping for it. Mikhailov in there now.
Whoa!
How well conditioned this U.S. team is. Never seen the Soviets outskated this late in the game.
That was a big deal early on. And he was absolutely right about that. 1 minute. Let's keep it away for 1 minute.
Center ice to Krutov. He doesn't know what to do. Johnson over to Ramsey.
Here it comes.
5 seconds left in the game. Do you believe in miracles? Yes!
Yes, I do! Oh, can you imagine seeing this live? That must have been absolutely nuts. Oh, I've got goosebumps. And they're not even done yet. But this was the one everybody wanted because of what it meant, what it symbolized, not just the medal. He didn't want to believe it, but it was so much more. This was the impossible. The impossible just happened to come before the gold medal. I bet you there's no way to even understand what he's feeling. Yeah, he's gotta have that moment to break down. Not just the 7 months it took to prepare for the games, but the 20 years beforehand.
My boys defeated Finland to win the gold medal.
Yeah!
Coming from behind once again.
Love it. Best place to be.
I realized that Patty had been right. It was a lot more than a hockey game.
The best games always are.
Not only for those who watched it, but for those who played in it. Young men willing to sacrifice so much of themselves.
I love that site. There's nothing like that site.
I always found that term ironic because now that we have dream teams, we seldom ever get to dream.
Oh, that's good.
Remarkable young men gave the nation what it needed most, a chance to believe.
Yes! Oh, rest in peace, man. He never saw it. He lived it. Yeah, even better. Oh, it's what they've been up to since then. That's great. It's basically sports or business. Okay, pilot. Okay. Horse ranch owner. Okay. We're branching out a little bit. I was curious if they were going to be able to keep me, invested and interested in a movie where I knew what the outcome was going to be. I didn't have a lot of doubt because movies are good at that kind of thing, like I said. But I'm very happy that they did manage to keep me very invested and just very, very just moved by the whole thing. It was very moving, very encouraging, so positive. I loved it. I thought Kurt Russell did fantastic. I think it's a hard character to play to do a role where the character is very, kind of closed off, plays everything close to the vest, doesn't have big emotions, not really, no nonsense kind of character, and not only play him well, but endear you to him. And that I think it's tough to do. And Kurt Russell did a fantastic job at that. I wasn't there at this point in history, but they did a really good job kind of setting it all up as where the country kind of was mentally, and emotionally, just being bombarded with all this negativity, all the political scandals and conflicts, all the international conflicts, all the economy sucked, the gas shortage, it seemed like everywhere you turn, the news was just bleak and negative and discouraging. And it makes sense why everybody would have just latched on to this event like this, both because it was just so exciting and gave them something to be positive and happy about, something to look forward to, but you know, that it showed that things could get better, that you could be faced with what seemed like insurmountable odds, an impossible task, and with the right kind of preparation and the right mindset that you could actually overcome it. I think that was a message that people they needed to hear, they were hungry for at that time, based on everything that we saw here. I feel inspired. I feel like I can go and just conquer the whole world, you know? And that's what I love about, I mean, lots of movies can do that, you know, but for me, sports movies and sports, you know, real life stories, they're just different. They just hit me just right where they need to hit me to get that feeling. It's not the same as being there, obviously, but I still just get that little, you know, it's like, man, like, can you just imagine seeing that, you know, as it happened? It must have been absolutely incredible. And I've seen a lot of great moments myself because, like I mentioned, I actually am kind of an Olympics junkie. I'm really, really into it. And this kind of stuff is the reason why, just because to me, there's no better place to see all these kind of just inspiring, just triumphant, you know, just stories about humanity. And I don't know, maybe that's cheesy and maybe that's dumb, but it works for me, you know? I think too, if you don't really know a lot about Olympics history, I think you also don't actually like understand the magnitude of what this team actually achieved by beating the Soviet team, because they kind of touched on it briefly, but the American team was all college kids, you know, all very young people. They said average age 21, because at the time you had to be an amateur. You can't be an amateur sportsman in the United States after you're out of college, because you can't survive, you know, and the best guys are going to go pro. So you lose your talent pool to the professionals. Whereas in the Soviet Union and some other countries at the time, particularly the Eastern Bloc, you know, East Germany and some of those other Eastern European countries, they would kind of support their athletes. They would play as amateurs. They wouldn't be paid, but the state would kind of take care of them, provide them with housing and food and everything, so that they could play for a long, long time. So they're, you know, older, stronger, have a better bond with each other because they've been together for so long, and that was a big part of their success. So for this U.S. team to come in, very young guys, much less experience, much less, you know, just time to develop skill, it was truly a miracle. I think this is a fantastic way to round out the year and get hyped for the next one, because you know what? I am hyped. It's the same thing now as it was in the movie, you know? We're just bombarded with negativity everywhere we look. There's always something wrong everywhere. It's probably even worse because now we see bad news from all over the world just at a glance, you know, from our phones. And, you know, sometimes you gotta shut that stuff off, and you gotta move forward, do the best you can, and just and take it. Make the year great. Make your life great. Reach out, work for it, and take it, because no one's gonna give it to you. And I think that's a great thing to learn from this movie, that we can all just apply to our own lives, you know. So here is to 2025 for you and for me. I did that backwards. For you and for me. Thank you for spending any part of your 2024 with me. I appreciate it more than I can ever say. Don't forget to click like on this video, to subscribe to the channel if you're not, and of course, please check my Patreon, because you will find the full-length reaction to this movie and every movie that I do. I love you all so very, very much. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time.